So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Good morning. So today's video is we are continuing the same series of mastering data analysis based on by using tools such as SQL and Python. In Python, we are probably focusing on our pandas. That is the key for the data analysis. So in today's video, we will be taking the day 3 question. If you are following the video or the series on a constant basis, so you know like this is the third video of the same. So today we will be like what is the agenda of this video is basically we would be discussing some questions today. This is the question which was been posted in the LinkedIn on in my account. So this question is already there in the LinkedIn. You may go and visit that and you can have a glimpse on that as well. One part is that. So we will be solving this question using SQL and Pandas method. After which the day 4 session means after which we will be moving with this question. So this is customers who bought all the products. These two questions we will be solving now, and if time permits I would like to show you the McKinsey interview based question which was being asked recently. I don't know like when it was been asked, but this type of questions are quite popular if you go for a big company interview, and also this type of question is quite expected as well. So you can see the difficulty level of this question is hard. The difficulty level of this question, the product analysis, is medium, and simultaneously the difficulty level of customer who brought all the product is again medium. So you might have understood like we are actually moving ahead from the easy question now, and we are going from medium to the hard level so that the skills should nourish more and we can proceed ahead in a rocket with a rocket speed. So without wasting the time, let's begin. So I take the first question now for first question of today, which is the product sales analysis. So in this question, we are having a sales table and a product table. We need to extract product ID, first year, quantity, and price. So you can see that I have solved this question in two different methods. One is this part, another one is this part. Right, so this part, the first part of the question means the first approach for this question is actually present in the LinkedIn where I have posted the day 3 part. So it is already there. So if you want to visit there or if you want to see, then you can just download that thing and have a glimpse on this. The same solution is there. So I thought like how about if we can improve the solution or we can achieve something writing in a different way. So I took this as the agenda of today. So what I did is I will just quickly say you like what I have done in the first solution and in the second solution. So in the first solution, as we know, the inner query will be executing first, and then we move ahead with the outer query. So this is the subquery part. So in the first question, the first approach, what I did is let me go down so that it will be a fresh thing. Yeah. So I'm starting with row number 30 now. So see, we need to get the product ID, year, quantity, price for the first year of every product. So this is the year column, and we need to extract the first year of that. So for example, if you just see this part, so all the product, okay, you can see this part, product ID. So product ID 100 is having 2 years, 2008 and 2009. We need to extract only 2008 because they are saying the first year. So in the SQL language, I can say out of 2009 and 2008, we are extracting the minimum year. So it is simple that we need to get the min function for this now. So if I just write this away, so select what all I need, product ID and year, right? Product ID and min year from sales group by product ID. So now this will give me the product ID with the respective year, the minimum year of those IDs, right? Now let's write it this way. So select product ID, year, quantity, and price. Okay, and I can also give the alias name for the minimum year as year. Now I will say that extract all these things from the sales table, right? And I put a where condition where my product ID, comma, year in, and then this part will come. This part will come. So if you just see the solution which I have written here, and when I was working on that same solution, so you can see that it is actually the same part which we have discussed right now. So this is one of the approach I wanted to share with you. Okay, now let's, so if that approach you want to see, you want to get, then you can go to the LinkedIn and it is already saved in a PDF format. You can have a you can just download it and you can use that one according to your convenience. Okay, so now this is the second approach which I tried, and conveniently it gave me the answer which is also accepted, right? So what I did in this question, sorry, this approach, so I selected the product ID. How we are selecting the product ID, I gave the year as first year, quantity and price. After this, I did use the row number. I did a partition by product ID. So partition by product ID means 100, that small window will come, right, for each product. Order by years. So order by years will be 2008, 2009. So it will be like 100, 9. So this part, this thing. Probably this thing has become one partition. Same for the second, same for the third. Now if I just show you how the partition look like, the logic of this partition was this. You can see here that 100 is the product ID. So the first window is for the product ID 100. So you can see here we have given a row number. See, row number instead of row number, if I use the dense rank also here, then you can see what is the problem or what will be the issue. So you can see here the dense rank do give me the same result. Why? Because we are just partitioning by product ID and ordering it by year. So here there is nothing like quantity, something like, for example, this quantity. We are not doing quantity by based partition. That is why it is the same. So now I hope you got the logic. So we got the row number as RN column, and at the end what will I do is I will just select the first four columns, that is product ID, first year, quantity, price, where my RN is 1. Why 1? Because we are arranging this thing in the ascending order. So this is the second approach which you can try, and if you have any other approach, then you may ping it to me so that I can also learn from you. So I just complete this thing. So with CTE as select product ID, first year, quantity, price from CTE table where RN equals to 1. So I have always seen that some of the queries which are actually getting solved with the subquery approach is actually applicable with the this kind of approach also, the window based approach. So I just thought of that and I tried this one and it actually worked. So yeah, now let's move on to the pandas part of the same question. So I know this part would be a bit different, so let's understand it and write it. So we have two tables here, great, sales and product. Okay, so what I was thinking is, let's understand this way, that what we need to do first. So I have two options here. What will happen if I join the table? Part 1. Part 2 is, what will happen if I get the minimum of the year in the, like if I just filter the minimum years in the first part. So we try both the approaches and we try to understand what will give me, which approach is best, actually simple. So sales, product, okay, on product ID, return DF. So now what happened, based on the product ID, I got a DF wala database, data set, I will say, the data frame, I will say. Okay. Now what I can do is, I can actually say this way, that new DF should be equals to PD dot group by product ID, year dot min dot reset index. Okay, I will say name equals to key, just to store the part. Okay, sorry, it is not PD, it is DF. I'm sorry. Means DF will come with the group by formatting. Okay, so now I have 100 with 2008, 200 with 2011. So what columns do I need extra? I need this quantity and the price wala column. So where is this quantity and price wala column in the original data set? It is in the sales table. So if I do it this way, like merge df equals to pd dot merge new df comma sales, right? Now I have product ID, I have year. So I can say, can I say it like this way? So left on product ID. What is my left table? First of all, let's see. Left table is my, this one, new DF table. So left on product ID and right on K. And let's just run this. I think that is will show me a error because, yeah, because that was not defined. Why it showed me error? Because the product ID should come in this thing, and K is not there in the that column. So year. So now what I got some table which is this way, you can see here. This function gave me a table which is in this format. So I hope now some clarity you got, that there is no use of doing the merge function in the beginning, first part. So this will be sales only, because there was no use of doing that. Now let's remove this also, because can I use this function and get something? I don't think so. So let's just remove this merge as well, and let's just run the normal DF. which is the new div which we have created. So here we got the first two columns. The first column is my this first year. And okay, let me just do one thing for making it more clear. I just tell this as first year itself, right? First year. So now this two is done. This two we got. Now what I need this part, quantity and price. So basically for doing that, yes, I do need now the final merge function, but in a correct method. MERG merge. So new df, comma, sales. New df is having my product and first year. Sales is having my all the things. So left, right. So left on. Let me just do this thing. No, simple. If I just take on here and df, what will I get now? Okay, if I just do it on product ID, which is the common column, so what will I get? So I get this part 2008, and so this will be left on product ID, right on first year. But basically first year should not come because it is not there only, and if I just do year, then year is also not there in the new df column. So again it will be an issue, but it has worked. And I'll just do this product ID here. Okay, first year. I'm actually just checking that what I am considering as my left and right table. This part. Great. So now let me just go back to my original solution and quickly show you what I did. Okay, this is one more approach which we can use. One second. There is one more approach which we can use, which is basically this part, product ID, comma, year. And let's just say this as year itself. And let's just run this. What extra do I have? Sales ID. Okay, sales ID and first year. Great. So now I got the table. I just need to remove this sales ID and convert this year as first year. So two more things I need to do. So I can say it this way, that filter df equals to df dot drop sales ID, sale ID. Okay, and if I just show you how the what does this filter df is holding right now, you can see that filter df will be holding my, okay, drop is a function, so it will come this way. drop by column equals to this. Let's just see quickly what is the here dot drop. Yeah, we can always refer to this documentation whenever we feel like. So drop will come in the parenthesis, this part is correct, and columns equals to this thing. Okay, so drop, give the drop columns. Okay, so columns equals to sales ID. Fine. So this till this part it is pretty clear, I think. Now the last part remaining is I need to convert my year into the first year. So filter year. One of the best approach which I follow is this thing. So filtered year, and I say this as filter year. Right? Sorry, not filter. What is that? First year. First year as year. Now what will happen? I just need to drop one more thing now. It's not ident. Okay, sorry. First year. So I don't know why it is happening. Let's do it this way. So filtered df equals to, and let's just go to the documentation and just see what is the documentation for our rename thing. So df.rename function. Yeah. Actually, in the interview also you can use this documentation. It is completely fine. So rename columns. Okay. And let's just see one example for this. Okay. So one second. Data frame equals to filter df dot rename columns equals to uh, year as first year. No, it is wrong. Uh, it is wrong. Invalid syntax. I know. So one second. You just please do one thing, like you can just see, put this in the some AI and just see like what is the correct syntax for this. Let me just do that also. So that it will be pretty clear and easy. Okay, so we need to use a dictionary, simple. Okay. So these small things, no, we should be always, I will say, like careful with. First year. Great. So in this question, what is this? Local variable filter year refers filter year. First year, right? Filter array here. This filter df. This is filter d. Okay, we were using filter year, and that is why this data frame doesn't exist and it was showing the error. So what I was doing here, you just saw here, right? It was filter year, not filter df. So that was my mistake. Fine then. This part is clear, I think. So the key concept over this question was, first we saw, if I just recall the whole thing, first we saw that when we merged the table, it actually did not impacted the solution. They was having no impact on the solution. First part is that. Second part was, while merging the table, Yes, there is an option which I was trying, right on and left on. If you want to see that, I can show you also. PD dot merge. So in the documentation, you may see this part also. It is quite famous actually. I was using this thing, left on and right on, right? So these functions are inbuilt in the pd.merge and you may use that. But I don't know why it was not showing the accurate result. Maybe some correction I need to do. Okay, so you can also try the same using this left on and right on. Just put the same solution in the GPT and just try that. You will also have one more solution for this. So if I just put this command left on and right on, so that whenever you are visiting this video, so you will understand like why I have written this, and you may try it separately using a GPT. So this will be actually impactful because some of the question this part will not be working. You do have to use the left on and right on. So you can just try that. Hope you have enjoyed this question. Let's quickly move to the customer who got all the products, this type of question. And I don't think so will time permit me to this McKinsey question. So we will be posting the McKinsey question and in the next video then. So this is a question where there is actually, in this question there is a trick. The trick is just this three letter all. So the concept of the question says that we need to extract the customers whose product key is in the product table and and whose who has both the product. For example, in this case there are two product key, right, 5 and 6. So we need to extract those customer who have actually all the products which are existing over here, 5 and 6. So one part of the question is this, solving it in this pattern. This is a good pattern, I will say. And this is day 4, which this solution I will be uploading today in the LinkedIn. It is not there. Today it will be uploaded in the LinkedIn. So I will not explain this solution now. Rather, you can revisit the LinkedIn profile and you can get this solution. It will be there in the PDF format. But I will discuss a shorter version of the same solution. Okay. So whenever we get this type of question, one part comes to the mind is, why don't we do this? Select product key from customer where customer ID, comma, product key. Okay, I just customer ID to products में नहीं है, so just product key in select product key from product table. So what will be the issue in this question? Just go and see the example for the customer 2. So this guy is having only one product, which is 6, and 6 is also present over here. So what is the problem is, when you write this in, it will just check if it is present. It will not count. Like this is the missing part. The count is the missing part. It is not counting how many products we need. And the question says we need all products. If this question would be from the customer table that brought the products in the product table, and this all is not there, for example, then this is actually correct. Just because this all is there, we cannot use this solution. So what is the easier version of this solution? That I say customer ID and product key, just give me that, group by, okay, see, what I need the customer ID only, so I just show display the customer ID. So group by customer ID, okay, having count distinct product key equals to 2. Achha, now if I just say having product count key means, sorry, like count product key equals to 2, then for this table it will work. I don't even need to touch this table. But do you think it is right? See, here you are just seeing two products, are there 5 and 6. So you are seeing 2. How about if the product key would be around 1000 and this table would be around 2000? So it is quite difficult. So we need to create a logic now. There should be some connection over here. So can you just think of some of the connection which we can make? So one connection which is in my head is, I say that select count distinct product key from product, and I give a parenthesis to this. So now what I did, I am saying that count the product key from this. You have counted the product key. So 1 is having 5 and 6, 2 is having only 6, 3 is having both 5 and 6. That should be equals to the count distinct product key. That means if you just take the count distinct from here, so 5 and 6 means 2 is the answer. So we are just saying the count distinct of this product key is equals to the count distinct of this product key. So there you find the answer actually. Yeah, so that is one of the shortest solution which you can use actually. It is 4-line solution rather than using the bigger version of the same question. And this solution was actually made by me yesterday only. So I just thought, because this is the first thing which I already had, I just thought, what if I join the things using a left join, because I need all the products, no? So I thought let's do a left join on this. So when I did a left join, I got a specific table. Now, but after getting that table also, you are seeing here, right, the final thing and the final thing of this. So ultimately I have to come to this part only. But if you have some better solution, then please do share. I will post this solution, the first solution, in the LinkedIn. For the second solution, you need, because we discussed it right in front of you, so I will not be keeping this part. Okay, so let's move on to the pandas solution of this. In the pandas solution, right? Okay, let me just quickly give you a revision. So let's say I have a list here. Okay, let's say my list name is A, which is having value 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's say B equals to, okay, so I want to get the unique values from this. So what is my unique value? 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? This is my unique value. I need to extract a unique value. And how do I do that? So there is an inbuilt function in Python which is known as set function. So what this set will do is set of A. Simply if I just write, what will happen? It will give me 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this was in the format of a list. List means the array format. Now let's say the same thing is in the format of a data frame, a pandas format I am talking about here. So what will I do is, I need to write it this way, that let's say C equals to set of A, which is the data frame, and this is how we show the column, right? So col 1. So what I did, let's say this part is column 1 now. A is my data frame. So I am just showing it this way. And I get my C, which is again is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is what I have done here, this part. Okay. After this part, what I did, Now, in the first part, I got the unique values 5 and 6. From the product table, I got a unique value. In the second table, I just grouped them up. I have used a group by function. Anyways, here we use how we have used the group by function, right? Group by customer ID. The same thing I did here. Group by customer ID and product key. And I applied a lambda function where my set of x is the set of the product key from the customer table. So set of x means 5 and 6 unique values will be equals to the set of x from the product table, and we have given the alias name as unique product dot reset index because this will become a new column. So let me just, this is how I have done this thing. Let me just show you the approach. So I say unique unique product key will be set of products. Okay, product is the table and column name is product key. Great. Now df equals to customer dot group by customer ID product key dot apply. So here I have nothing to do with the aggregation. My logic is I am comparing five, like the product key of each customer with the product key from the product table. If it is equal, the number of product key over here per customer with the number of product key in the product key table, if it is equal, I am just extracting that customer ID. So that is why there is no aggregation like mean, max, count, anything, nothing is there this time. So dot apply lambda lambda of x. Okay, so set of x equals to unique product key dot reset index return df. And this will give me a wrong answer because I need to extract just the customer ID. Okay, so this is how you get the final table. Okay, so here you will just extract the customer ID by giving the condition where product key is equals to true. So I say valid df equals to df of product key equals to true, and this is df and this is valid df. So it has just filtered the thing where it is true. Okay. Okay, so it has just filtered the thing where it is true. Now simply I just take this customer ID and give it this way. So basically you saw that how many steps are involved in getting the final solution. But if you do it logically, understanding it in a logic manner, like if you use a logic, then it is quite simple and easy to solve. And see, the first time I tried it was 23.19, this time I tried it is 87.04, the complexity. But you know, like while I was talking with you, I got one more idea in my head. I don't know, I will try it later, and if it's like if it get execute properly, I just share the solution in the LinkedIn as well. So the idea tells that, okay, if you do it this way, you take this, okay, you do 10 unique, or you do the count, okay. So you get the customer ID with the number of product, right? Now, and you give some name as key to that column. So can it be a case that this k column is will be my equals to the set of this column, means the set of product key from product table. So this is the idea which I have shared with you. There is a a blueprint type of thing which I have shared with you. You can try it. I mean like we can also use some aggregation function and we can try, because if the count function is working in SQL, then actually you can use a count function over here also. Like chance is there. You have to just see it. So yeah, that's all for today. And this solution you will be finding in some time. I will be posting it in the LinkedIn. Today only I will post it. This video also will be uploaded before evening in the YouTube. So that's all for your day 3 mastering data analysis. I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed the video. You have learned something. And if you are also finding these videos as useful to you, kindly share it with your friends, share it with your colleagues who are actually transitioning their career. And yeah, let's hope to get something best. And that's all from my end. Please do like, share, subscribe the channel, and also if you have anything in your head, like some question is there or something, some part which you want to improvise in this upcoming videos, so please ping me, do comment in the YouTube section. um, Thank you so much. Have a great day, have a wonderful day, happy weekend, bye bye.